Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Amsterdam doing a KLM 737 flight of the PMDG 738 to Munich, Germany. This is the default airport, and I would have thought the plane would be better parked. Oh well. Alright, baggage I think has been loaded. Boarding is in progress. And you have turnaround setting. Starting with BFB. I'm just gonna get some brief information. I think that's fine. That's the OFB. You can see that we are not heavy today. I think we've got 123 passengers or something like that. So we're climbing to flight level 350 and then 7270 as we get closer to Munich. Right, with that in place, going to yeah, there we go. Take off CG23. We're expecting runway 09, but first things first, let's tune into the ATIS 122.205. Decimal 205.
Right. Departing runways 49er, 36 left. Wind 065 at 12. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 2900 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -7. QNH 1014. Transition level 50. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Revet all runway and hold short instructions. RWY09/27 CLSD until 287-1600 Zulu. Advise on initial contact. You have information Quebec. Amsterdam Airport. Information Quebec. 1325 Zulu. Arriving runways 4, 6, 36 right. Departing runways 4, 9er, 36 left. Wind 065 at 12. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 2900 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -7. QNH 1014. Transition level 50. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic
Information
service
Quebec.
is requested. Revet all runway and hold short instructions. RWY09/27 CLSD until 287-1600 Zulu. Advise on initial contact. You have information Quebec. Amsterdam Airport. Information Quebec. 1325 Zulu. Arriving
Now
runways
for
4,
clearance
36 right.
delivery
Departing runways 4,
121.59.
left. Wind
Turn off COM2. Schiphol delivery KLM 1855 stand Delta 56 IFR to Munich information Quebec.
KLM 1855 Schiphol ground, roger. Request your intentions.
I messed up the clearance request. Schiphol delivery KLM 1855 stand Delta 56 IFR to Munich information Quebec. Alright, while they're thinking about my clearance.
KLM 1855, clear to Munich via the Red 2 November departure, runway 9er. Initial climb to flight level 060. Departure on 118.08, squawk 4434.
Set payload, set for. Led Munich via Rent 2 and departure. Runway 09 initial flight level 060. Departure 118.08. Squawk 4434. KLM 1855. Squawk 4434.
KLM 1855, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.655.
One two one decimal 655 KLM 1855. So half of the passengers, basically, or just over half, have boarded. We have an initial flight level of 6,000 feet. What I typically like to do is do a flight plan here as well, so I can quickly look at the map. Runway 09. Red to go in. Arrive for airport is Echo Delta Delta Mike. expecting to arrive on 26 left here. MS 26 left. That's it. Right, that is the route. Currently parked around here, and I'm taking off on runway 09, just here. Quick look through the checklist if I can find it. Control has been set to 14.6. That's fine. Sure, I had a flight plan already. While the route is loading, I'll just be looking through the flight checklist. Okay, route is loaded. Red ball warning. Activate routes. Triple taxi output 3. Hold on, there's something wrong with the foil. Okay. Let's see options, performance. Change the format to kilograms instead of pounds. That's loaded. We're light, so we don't need toga. Flaps should be 5. Trim is expected to be takeoff CG is 24. Transition altitude 3000. Zero 09, taking the red 2N, arriving LS 26, Rocky Star. Let's go present altitude of 41,000 feet, which is not correct. It's to be 35. There we go. Trim should be 4.99, so we'll just say 5. There we go. We'll go with 084 for the course. Just gonna double check that. It's 085 on the chart. Anyway, that's fine. Let's see where we are with boarding. Boarding completed. Schiphol ground, KLM 1855, request push and start.
KLM 1855, push and start approved, face east.
Face east, KLM 1855. V2 speed is 141, so that's been set here. Flight directors can come on. let's get 4 pumps on and EPU running. Let's close all doors. Right, it's just waiting for APE to disconnect, so I'll just carry on with the checklist. Four pumps, hold on. Takeoff configuration warning. Flight directors on. Minimum's gonna ignore that. Auto brake set to RTO. APU's on. Let's release ground power and chokes. I think the set face east, which probably means we're facing north. Yeah, we are facing north, so we'll face that direction. Nose right.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Via the rental Sheila departure. Departure runway 44, initial climb to flight level 060. Departure 1118.08, squawk 4436, KLM 1857.
KLM 1857, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.655.
V2 speed, LNAV, VNAV. Initial altitude set to 6,000. Hydraulics are on. Over 2800. Full hydraulic pressure, trim has been set. Seat belts on. Now, for departure briefing, I'm expecting runway 09, which we've been told already by ATC. Standard instrument departure is going to be runway 2N. Initial climb, flight level 060. Cruising altitude is going to be 350 flight level. Amsterdam is cold and stable. The return footprint. It doesn't look like there will be any need for anti-ice.
Arriving runways 4, 6, 36 right. Departing runways 4, 9er,
Visibility
36
10.
left. Wind 065 at 12.
12
Visibility
knots
10.
wind.
Sky conditions, broken at 2900 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -7. QNH 1014. Transition level 50. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on course heading.
Sky conditions broken at
Traffic service
2,900 feet,
Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
which is fine.
RWY09/27CLF.
Release back and brake.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Nose left. Nope. Nose right.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Departure on 118 decimal 08. Transponder 2461. Cruise level 9
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
AP bleed on. Beacon. Anti-collision lights. They've got the V-speeds, engine starts. What do we need? Max off.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
I'm not sure why it says we're going to be out of fuel by the time we arrive.
Toll track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Let's start engine 2. There's the bypass pin. Dr. Throttle armed. Engine 2 is going to be stable shortly. Engine 1. Probe beats can come on. If I can click on it. Left and right parks on. Acceleration bar set to auto. Engines 1 and 2 bleed on. Engines on the bus. APU off. Engine start switches to continuous. Auto brake set to RTO, engine start levers, idle, flight controls, full front, full back, full left, full right, full left rudder, full right rudder, taxi lights and runway turn off lights are on. Take off flaps. Oh snap, I forgot to request taxi clearance. Schiphol ground, KLM 1855, ready to taxi.
KLM 1855, taxi to runway 9 via Alpha 9 Bravo, November 5.
Alpha 9 Bravo, November 5, KLM 1855. I would have thought it's in this direction.
Negative, taxi via Alpha 9 and Bravo, November 5.
Alpha 9 Bravo, November 5, KLM 1855. says November 5 over there, so I'm just going to follow this taxiway. That's Echo 5. And we stay on taxiway Bravo.
KLM
118.105 KLM 1855. One 118.105. Should it change in shortly? Yep, there we go. Schiphol Tower, KLM 1855, holding short of runway 09 via November 5.
KLM 1855, Schiphol Tower, runway 09er, hold short. You're number 1 behind the 737.
Number 1 behind 737 KLM 1855. We should be cleared for takeoff shortly.
KLM 1855, runway 09er, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, KLM 1855. Right, let's let cabin crew know. Timer. Turbo.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots. KLM 975, welcome to Schiphol. Contact ground on 121.56.
Rotate. Gear up. Autopilot.
Contact departure 118.08.
118.08 KLM 1855. Let's tune into 118.08. There we go, tuned in. Schiphol departure KLM 1855, passing 3,000 feet for flight level 060. We're gonna go up 2 flaps. 1.
KLM 1855. Schiphol departure identified. Climb flight level 060.
Flight level 060 KLM 1855. Flaps up speed. We've gone past our transition altitude, so I can go to standard. Landing gear off.
KLM 1855. Climb flight level 210.
Climbing flight level 210, KLM 1855. 134.375 KLM 1855. And just like that, we are on our way. Amsterdam radar KLM 1855 passing flight level 080 for flight level 210. Good morning. It's meant to be afternoon actually. Whoops.
KLM 1855, climb flight level 210, continuous file.
Climbing to flight level 210, continue as file KLM 1855. Approaching 10,000 feet, so release cabin crew. Strobe lights should be able to come off if the plane will stop shaking. Whoops.
KLM 1855, climb flight level 280.
There we go. Seatbelts to auto. I took off without landing lights on. That's tragic. Climbing flight level 280, KLM 1855. It's a bit turbulent. Let's set flight level 280.
Contact Amsterdam radar on 134.375.
Lufthansa 656, contact Amsterdam radar 118.805.
134.375 KLM 1855. That should change shortly. There we go. Amsterdam radar KLM 1855. Passing flight level 1604, flight level 280.
KLM 1855, Amsterdam radar identified. Good afternoon.
Let's go to progress. 70 miles from top of climb. It's not a clear day, so you can't see much of.
1855, Amsterdam radar, climb flight level 350.
Climbing flight level 350, KLM 1855. As I was saying, it's not that clear outside, so you can't see much. It's a bit cloudy. Winter ops. I'm expecting a bit of snow in Munich, but let's see what happens. Transponder should have been on TRA. And airport weather, airport terrain, first officer.
Langen radar. Expect the Rocky 1 Bravo arrival. In about 20 minutes, I'll start your descent.
We are now approaching the top of climb. Expecting Rocky 1B arrival and descent in 20 minutes, KLM 1855. So we've got like a 20 minutes cruise. So at 15:27 Zulu time, we will begin our descent. Into Munich. Looks like we've got a bit of terrain to our left. Can't see anything, but obviously we're over Germany at the moment. You can see all the airport names starting with ED.
Level 170. Lufthansa 6 Papa Whiskey, contact Munich radar on 125.14.
2 minutes away from the top of descent. So what I'm gonna do is reduce the MCP altitude to 10,000 feet.
KLM 1855 cleared Rocky 1 Bravo into Munich. At your discretion, descend flight level 270.
Cleared Rocky 1B into Munich, descending flight level 270, KLM 1855. There's Lufthansa 728. So now we begin the descent automatically. Flight level 270. In the next 29 miles or so, 30 miles.
KLM 1855, descend flight level 240.
I quite like this animation. Descending flight level 240, KLM 1855. Now, I like a good checklist. It looks like the weather is even worse. So that's why it predicted I wouldn't have any fuel on arrival. Okay, perfect. Because initially it said I was going to have 0.3 tons of fuel. Now I'm going to have 3.9, which going by the OFB isn't bad. So I'm going to have 0.2 tons more than expected. I should have said descending rather than climbing. And anyway, let's check the airport information. Elevation on 482, which is rounded down to 1415.
KLM 1855, contact Langenradar on 125.2.
125.2 KLM 1855. Langen radar KLM 1855 descending past flight level 280 to flight level 240. Good afternoon.
KLM 1855, Langen radar identified. Good afternoon.
We're expecting ILS 26.
KLM 1855, Langen radar, descent flight level 200.
Flight level 200, KLM 1855. So this is a bit strange. I think there's a problem with the radar because there's no, sorry, with the planner. There's 26 left here, but I can't. Okay, there we go. So it was like a very slight crosswind.
KLM 1855, descent flight level 190.
Flight level 190, KLM 1855. ILS 26 left. I can't remember how I got to show the FAA approved one. Course is going to be 261.
KLM 1855, contact Munich radar on 125.14.
125.14, KLM 1855. Munich radar KLM 1855, descending flight level 160. Right, course 261.
KLM 1855, Munich radar identified. Crazy.
ILS 108.3. Let's get the ATIS.
KLM 1855, Munich radar, descent, flight level 140.
Descent flight level 140, KLM 1855. One, two, three, decimal 130 for ATIS.
Transition level 70, advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read bed all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information from you.
There are clouds as low as 900 feet.
Traffic services requested. Read Bedfall runway and hold short.
Altimeter is 1006.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo. Munchen Airport. Information Romeo. 14500. Arriving and departing runways 26 left, 26 right. Wind 26.
Transition level is 70.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Scattered at 900 feet. Broken at 1700.
See. There's going to be auto brake 3 because I'm expecting an icy runway. No destination path after Nelby. Yes, there is. Alternatives are set.
KLM 1855, contact Munich approach on 118.83.
118.83 KLM 1855. 118.83. Munich approach. KLM 1855, passing flight level 150 for flight level 140.
Approach identified, service cleared, rock to transition. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach into Munich.
Cleared rock 26 transition for ILS runway 26 left approaching to Munich, KLM 1855. Expecting some bad weather, so the seatbelt signs can come on early, logo lights on, engine start switches to continuous, runway turn off lights, and yeah, so my landing lights can come on now. I'm going to zoom in. Visibility is like 10 miles. Auto brake should be set to 3. Flaps 15, speed is 147. In the next 31 miles, I'm going to go flaps. Oh, okay, seems to disagree. I'll go flaps 5. Approaching 10,000 feet. Let's set that to 5,000 feet. Yep, so we'll aim to capture the glide slope at 5,000 feet. Steep descent after Nelby, but we're only descending by just under 1,000 feet, 960 feet, and that will still keep us 8 miles away from the runway. We're going to zoom in a bit more. According to SimBrief, it's meant to be a 1 hour 5-minute flight, so we've got 10 minutes to go. We're expecting to arrive at 15:53 Zulu time. So under 10 minutes, if all goes well. To help slow down, let's go flaps 1. Flaps 2. Flaps 5. You can see some ice is building up on the wiper.
Traffic. Traffic.
Transition altitude.
Airspeed low.
It's time for that steep descent, landing gear down. Localizer. Munich Tower, KLM 1855, established on localizer.
KLM 1855, Munich
Approach.
Tower, servos identified. KLM 1855, Munich Tower, winds 260 at 8, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 26 left, KLM 1855. There's no snow build up on the plane. Now let's increase the speed to 133. Taxi lights on.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Cut throttle. Reverses. Manual braking.
KLM 1855. Contact ground on 121.83.
121.83 KLM 1855.
Lufthansa 2266, contact departure on 118.83.
121.83.
Lufthansa 5 Alpha Juliet, contact tower on 118.705.
I think now might be a good time actually to avoid the issue I have where Sky Dolly messes up my tracking on ground. I'll taxi to gate and then do a replay after. Munich ground KLM 1855 on taxiway Bravo 6 clear of runway 26 left.
Alpha 9 Mike, Alpha 4 November 1 Whiskey 1 Charlie 4 E1 Orange Oman Air 123.
KLM 1855 Munich ground, Servus. Taxi to apron 9er, stand 805C, via Bravo 6, Sierra 3, Romeo.
Unit ground, Lufthansa 476 engage 206 request
We're heading to apron 9.
Start approved, face north.
Munich ground, good morning, Lufthansa 731 heavy at gate 250. Request push and start.
Lufthansa 1769er, taxi to parking via Bravo 8, Sierra 7,
Apron 9.
D2, D3 orange.
Bravo 8, Sierra 7, Whiskey 2, D3 orange, Lufthansa 1769er. Munich ground, Lufthansa 3 Kilo Alpha, request taxi please.
Servus. What is the request?
Apron 9 is for cargo. So I'm at Bravo 6, which is here.
Delta Juliet, Delta, Lima Papa. Contact tower on 118.705.
Whistle Lima requesting pushback and engine start please.
313 Lima, Servus. Pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Yeah, so April 9 is cargo. Munich ground, KLM 1855 request taxi to apron 1, stand 191.
Delta Charlie Bravo Lima, Victor, runway 26 left taxi, via Romeo, Sierra 4, Sierra, Bravo 1. KLM 1855, Servus. Taxi to apron 1, stand 191 via Bravo 6, Sierra, Sierra 5, W1 Blue.
Bravo 6, Sierra 5, Whiskey 1 Blue.
KLM 1855, negative taxi via Bravo 6, Sierra, Sierra 5, W1 Blue.
Sierra 5. Right, I can carry on with the cleanup. That's Sierra 4. And then Sierra 5 is after. Auto brake off. There's 05. That's quite cool. The taxi bridge. That's 195. Four. 193. They seem to be full of budget airlines. Right, let's watch the replay. Oh dear.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
It looks like I just have to let it play till the end. It's not showing grid 191 as an option. That's a bit strange. And it's ascending. This is 26 left, so that's gate 192, so that's the one I want.
It seems like there might be a misunderstanding. Could you please clarify or repeat your request?
There we go. Right. Parking brake set. Engine bleeds off. APU bleed on. Distillation valve on. Probe heats can go off as well. Oops, not what I'm after. Engines cut off. Weather radar. Terrain radar can go off as well, and TCAS off. Oops, that's not what I need. Yep, that's the right one. Yes. Request deboarding. Right, thank you for joining me on another flight to Munich. Made it in one piece yet again. I was hoping for a day flight, but it seems to have ended up being a night one. I'm not sure what the smoke is from. Hot tires, perhaps? Yep. Hot tires. I'm not sure if they do brake cooling here. Okay, it looks like that's it. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one.